Coach, it's been, if I did my math right, 367 days you guys have waited for a semifinal game like this. How did it feel to actually play it?
Yeah, it felt great. I just said it to our team. Even though we qualified for the first time last year since we've been in the Patriot League, we didn't. I said we made it, and then it went away. So this we actually officially got to play. It was a long day of waiting, but it was totally worth the wait. I'm so proud of this team and the resilience and just the sheer determination to not just come out and make it to the semifinals, but that they understand that we have a bigger goal in mind, and they really executed the game plan.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. It seemed in the first quarter, neither team really had full momentum of the game. So can you speak to the shift your group had coming into the second and how you kind of just ran with it from there?
Yeah, we've it's like we take the first quarter to warm ourselves up. We're like an old car or something. It's like, but no, I think just the sheer magnitude of the game, right? The nerves. You want to do well, I think, and we've got young guys who've never. Well, our whole team's never been in this situation before to play in a semifinal, but definitely younger players who are out there. I think it just took us a little while to get going. I think in that second quarter, they started to see some shots go through the basket. I think, our pace really increased. We talked a lot about that. We've been playing at a faster pace this season, and we needed to dictate that and control the pace of the game. And I think when we got out in transition, it really started to change the tide for us.
And Coach, I know we talked at the last game about Sydney Johnson, but she made more threes in this first half than she did the entire regular season, which is pretty unbelievable. But I mean, just the shot making in these last two games, is that just her catching fire, or did something happen?
I think it's honestly, there's just, she has a confidence about her. I mean, we saw this when we were recruiting her in high school. And I think she's not thinking about like making mistakes or, anything like that. She's just playing with so much confidence and so much swag right now. And I think, like anything else, when you've got confidence, good things happen. And when you kind of doubt yourself, then it shows in the other way. And so I'm just so proud of her because, she's put in a lot of work and she's dedicated a lot of time to her game, as have the rest of our team. And I just love that, people are seeing the type of player, and I think she's just scratched the surface with what she's capable of doing.
And just adding on to that, I was going to mention Johnson too, a great game, but can you speak to the importance of how you got contributions from a lot of women on your bench today?
Yeah, Emily coming in, she was huge. I think, we knew that they had smaller guard play. And so part of the game plan was to be able to post her up some. And I actually missed out on some of the mismatches myself. Number 4 ended up on Riley a few times, and I brought her out into that, 3-point line. But I think Emily is just such a dynamic scorer. She can get her own shot, which is a really huge skill and asset to have. And so whether she's playing with her back to the basket or she takes you off the dribble, she creates that space with that fadeaway, and it's really hard to guard. And I think she was just playing at a really high level, and I'm really proud, of her play as well. And, I think we were able to shift some people in and out, and it just is a testament, right? Maggie Pina only had 5 points, and, we still won by 21 points. And so I think to be able to have other guys step up on a night that maybe isn't as great for Mags, and Katie just did what Katie does. She was just steady Eddie and, runs our team like a super senior, and I'm just so glad that she's really at the helm.
And then Coach, obviously you don't know who you're playing yet in the final, but this is for all of you, and then for you too as a head coach, this is the first time being in the Patriot League Championship game. How do you keep that pressure from kind of overwhelming the team as you kind of have these next couple of days?
Yeah, I think that, since I've arrived here, we've been talking about we want to win a championship, that we're building towards a championship caliber team. And for me, I don't feel that pressure. I think I actually kind of lean into it. I'm excited about it. I think it's an opportunity. It's nothing for us to back down from. And I don't really know who our opponent's going to be, like you said. And quite frankly, that's not what we're worried about. I think the way we've approached this season has been about BU and what we need to do regardless of the opponent. And so we put so much emphasis on that and with our team and the way we want to play in the right way. And how hard we play that, regardless of the opponent, I feel like they were confident that we can win. And so I think that's the biggest thing that in the shift in culture here is understanding the expectation to win, but also that we want to be in these situations. We embrace that pressure.
My last one for you, Coach. I forgot to ask you this one. So on the defensive end, Jade Edwards comes in as the leading scorer in the Patriot League. She's obviously super talented, and you guys basically shut her down. I don't know if she even played the fourth quarter. How did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, one of the things that has made her really effective is when teams that play man, she can get you in a lot of different ways. She's really crafty and she slices and dices the defenses. And I think the way our zone, the way we guarded tonight, we've really kind of funneled and bottled her up and, made her have to take like mid-range jump shots if she was going to get shots, or she was going to have to work really hard to get her shot off. And I think that frustrated her. And so I think that our kids did a great job of really executing the game plan and making sure that we knew where she was, but also that, we were kind of shifting and moving and trying to really crowd the lane, because if she can't get in there and go downhill, it's going to be a lot tougher for her to get buckets. And I'm just really proud that they trusted the game plan. We bought into it, and they've been trusting us since we got here. And I'm so proud of them, because it's like, you want to tell them, hey, listen, we're giving you this roadmap. If you follow it, we feel really confident that this is where we can get to. And so we got one more stop on our trip, and whether it's home at Case or we have to go on the road to Bucknell, but either way, we know what our final destination is.